Hey guys, Buff Game About today, bringing another video, and today we're going over tactical builds for Delta Force here for the console release. This is PlayStation 5 gameplay, so this is going to be part 2 of the tactical series here for the console release. Now, obviously this is applicable to all versions of the game, but we are doing this video on PlayStation 5, and the game did just release on PS5. It is free to play, so I'll link the video to part 1 down below. And every video we do going forward for tactical weapons on Delta Force, I'll have those links for the previous ones also down below. So go ahead, jump into it here. I had some requests to show the build codes here for some of these ones that I'm doing also, so we'll do that quickly. I'll put them on the screen briefly, so you'll need to pause the video for the code if you want it. Otherwise, pretty easy. I'm not doing any tuning here, so really just follow along and build it how I'm doing it if you're interested. It would probably be a little bit easier than typing in the code, to be honest. So let's start here with a sniper rifle. I have an M700 build here, so you have the base M700 here, chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO. We'll go ahead and select. Now, the one that I'm running here today is kind of a pretty much an M2010 build that we'll be looking at here. So here's the build. What you want to do for this one, and I'll show the code here after. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just do it now? Let's see how I can do that. So let's see, share the code. So there's the code. If you want that, go ahead and pause the video and just nab that. Now we'll go back to the build itself. So the first attachment you want here is for the handguard. So the handguard, I'm running the M700 Advanced Frame System. So this is going to give us improved handling stability, modification slots for pick rails on the handguard. Control will go down slightly, but again, you have a bunch of different options here. We'll go through different ones in probably upcoming builds, but go ahead and run that handguard. The optic, we're going to be running the Insight 6x12 sniper scope with that rangefinder on top. Next up, you know what, we'll put the kill flash on there. I didn't include the kill flash for the build, so the code will not have that, but you can go ahead and throw that on. For the upper pick rail there, we're going to be running the purple laser light combo, the D-Ball X2. Base barrel here, obviously you can tweak that however you want, if you want a longer barrel or something. For the muzzle attachment, we're going to go with a Resonant Sniper Rifle Suppressor. And then we're going to run a bipod there on that lower front M-lock slot, I believe it is, or maybe it's a pick rail on that. I didn't look. Outside of that, we're just running the 10-round magazine of the 7.62 by 51 NATO, and that is our M700 build there. Looking pretty good. It's a little bit bugged still to preview the weapon. They need to fix some of these things, but let's go ahead and jump into the firing range here with this build. Go ahead and do the quick inspect. So again, a really clean looking rifle there. Obviously we have the bipod on it too, so let's go ahead and we'll just deploy the bipod. We can check the range here, 151 meters. So it's going to be 2 to the body with no armor, obviously 1 to the head. Now I am curious. Yeah, we can point shoot because we do have the laser, which is pretty cool. But you have the 6 times and the 12 times zoom. And there we go. So again, it's a little bit funky. Deploying the bipod, stuff like that just had me stuck in ADS. I needed to hit that button again. But that's the M700 converted basically to the M2010. Really nice gun here. And again, I love these big sniper scopes with the rangefinder. It looks really, really nice on there. So let's go ahead and jump out and we'll go to a different build. So backing out here, let's see. I have a MP7 build we're going to run. So we'll go to the loadout. We will select that. I'll put the code up here for you. There's the code for the MP7 build that we're going to run here. You can pause that and get it. And going over to the modifications. So what we're going to run on this is, first off, barrel option. We're going to be running the MP7 Enhanced Barrel combo. That'll give us that extended handguard with pick rails on 9, 3, and 6. Going to run the Osprey suppressor there, or the Echo suppressor. We're going to be running the Knight's Armament grip, the VFG Night grip. And then we're going to be running the 40-round mag for the MP7. And we're going to be running, for the optic mount, we're going to run the multi-purpose tactical riser. That'll give us the Hydra riser, or the Hydra mount, with a EOTech hollow on the top. And then we're going to run the green laser light combo there also on that rail for the Hydra mount. And that's the MP7 build. You can put a mag mount on there if you want. I'm not doing it for this one, but that's the MP7 looking pretty clean. So we'll go ahead and jump into the firing range with this thing. Do the inspect here. Again, a really clean looking build. Great rate of fire. I think MP7 is just a classic. This build, very similar to what I would use in like Modern Warfare 2, things like that. And you also have, you can point shoot, because we do have that laser on there. Really fast TTK with that fast rate of fire there. So that is the MP7 A2 build. Really nice. Let's go ahead and back out. Next up for some rifle builds here, let's see. I have Man Named Nobody's Ash 12 build that I want to show off here. So go over to loadout. Loadout 2 is what we'll select. Here's the code for it if you want that Ash 12 build. This is one that community member Man Named Nobody came up with back in Modern Warfare 2019. So we're using basically the same build that he had back then, and that I used quite a bit in the original Warzone. So what we're going to do first off is, for the muzzle, we're going to run the Titan suppressor. You can also run the Ember. Looks really nice too, but that Titan suppressor is what I'm running for this one. Base barrel and everything here, we're going to run on the upper pick rail. Going to run that Russian Pursed 7 blue light combo. We're going to run the Knight's vertical foregrip on there. 30-round magazine of that 12.7 by 55 millimeter. For the buttstock, we're going to run the Ash 12 sniper stock. And we're going to run the EOTech holographic on there for the optic. And that's it for this build. Let's go ahead and take a look at it here. Can't really get a full spin, but again, it looks pretty sick. So let's go ahead and jump into the firing range with this thing. Do the inspect. Again, this is a 50 cal weapon firing the 12.7 by 55. Made by Russian FSB Spetsnaz for close quarters urban combat. And I think the rate of fire is pretty accurate here. In real life, it has a slightly faster rate of fire, but to balance it, obviously, you need to slow it down a little bit. But I think this is a little bit more accurate than what it was in Modern Warfare 2019. But again, just a really good gun here. We can also make a VKS, which I'll probably do in a future video. But again, it's just, thing hits like a truck. So, and again, we can also point shoot. So that is the Ash 12. Man Named Nobody's build there, really nice one. Let's see, I have another one here I wanted to show off. The Mark 12 SPR is a really good one. Show you guys the code here. So there's the code for that. Mark 12 SPR mod 1. Go ahead and back out. And here's the build. So it's an M16, and we're building this up to basically a DMR. So what we're going to want for the barrel here, I'm running the Gabriel Long barrel combo. We're going to be running just any suppressor is fine. The silent suppressor for the wrapped one I'm doing on this, it looks good. Going to run the bipod there, the Knight's foregrip. We're going to run the 30-round Stenag mag. Going to run a mag mount on there. And then we're going to run for the optic. We're running the 3x7 sniper scope with the top-mounted RMR. Going to run a kill flash on there. And then we're going to run on the left rail M-Lock there, we're going to be running the green laser light combo. So that is our M16 converted to a Mark 12 SPR. And again, with good ammo on this thing, it's going to be a beast. So here we're just running base ammo. It's single shot at base, which is kind of how you want to use it here. And again, you can just obviously tap fire this. 5.56 by 45 doesn't have a lot of recoil. And we can also zoom in the 7.5. Really good in the hot zone. I've used this in the alpha and when the game released also. And then also we have this top-mounted RMR. So if we need to close quarters, switch to burst, and we're good to go. Not bad at ranges either. You can get away with it probably. Now with the scope itself, how is it? And again, we have the bipod, so definitely can use that if you wanted. But yeah, the burst fire itself works pretty well. So that's our M16A4 converted to the Mark 12 SPR. Really clean gun. That's one of my favorites, I think, in the game that I've used gameplay-wise. Is really nice. Let's see here. Maybe one more. I have some pre-built already. Why don't we do the AKS-74U? So we'll turn this into a Zenico build. Here's the code for you guys. The code for the 74U Zenico build. And then we go over. So base AKS-74. We're going to be running the Zenico PT1 buttstock on there. Going to run the RK3 pistol grip, Zenico grip. Gonna run the 30-round Bakelite magazine. No magnet on this. We're gonna run the collapsible bipod grip. Gonna run on the bottom handguard the lower railed handguard, and then pair that with the top handguard is gonna be the upper handguard. Just gives us a more modern handguard, obviously. Gonna run the PPS4 suppressor, Russian suppressor. Not running any lasers or lights on this one. That's personal preference. You can do that if you want. Gonna run the RK0 charging handle. And then for the optic, we're running the reflex sight. So that is our AKS-74U Zenico build. Really nice looking gun. Go ahead and jump into the firing range. Do the inspect here. Looks so nice with that RK charging handle on there. Now, it has a pretty slow rate of fire, slower than it should be. In real life, it should be around 650. I'm not sure what it is in game. I have to look at the stats here when we get out, but this seems like 525, 550. So pretty horrible aim there also. So definitely a mid-range gun. You want to burst it at those longer ranges. Here we go at the longer target there, or the medium-range target. Whoops, let's see. Now you can also put this in single fire. Not that you would really want to, but pretty good. So that's our Zenico AKS-74 build. Let's see what the rate of fire is on this. 533, yeah, so they put it pretty slow. The AKM is 600. The AK-12 is going to be 735. So, yeah, a little bit slower than it should be, but not bad. Let's see, one more really quick. Actually, you know what? Why don't we save that for another video, because this is already 14 minutes. I don't want to make it too long, but those are all of our builds here for Delta Force Part 2 of Tactical Weapons. I have a lot more builds that I'll do. If you guys want to see any builds of certain weapons, let me know. Any conversions, things like that, put them in the comments down below. Until next time, this is Buffner Gaming with Delta Force Tactical Weapons Part 2. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.